Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and today we have a ABB team. We are running the Alolan Sandslash with Gligar, and we're going to pair it with the Beedrill. This Sandslash is running Shadow Claw, so keep that in mind. We have a terrible lead, so we immediately switch out. We are met with another terrible switch. So we're just going to do as much chip damage as possible, but this Golbat has no chance at this Bastiodon. So we're going to let it go, and then we're going to come back in with the Sandslash. The Sandslash is going to have to consider shielding here. Now we're going to be throwing on optimal timing here. We do get the Ice Punch off, but unfortunately we have to tank another move. That Flamethrower does take us out here, and this is just really bad. We have no answer for the Bastiodon, and so this is going to come down to just Beedrill here. Beedrill, knowing the X-Scissor, is looking to potentially farm this down. Unfortunately, when we're not able to get to another move, so we're just going to let that one go. So GG's to our opponent. So because of that situation, we are going to make a slight adjustment. We're going to switch in Gligar just for a little bit more coverage for something like a Bastiodon. Now that we learned that Bastiodon is a pretty hard counter to our last team, we're gonna change it up. We're going to be switching into the Beedrill versus this Toxapex. Both of us are not doing super effective fast move, but we are able to get a super effective drill run off. Our opponent is throwing the brine, nice little neutral, and now we're just going to throw this drill run. They're either going to shield or let it go. They decided to let it go and try to farm with their Trevenant. So we're going to come back in with our Shadow Alolan Sandslash, and we're going to throw this Ice Punch here to force out a shield, or they're going to get KO'd. They decide to shield it. And here, we're actually okay letting this go, but we're actually going to shield here because we think there's a flyer in the back, and indeed, that is exactly what happened. So, we're going to throw this Ice Punch here. This Ice Punch will do probably like, I don't know, 50-45% damage right there. So here, we are forcing them to use Shadow Ball, but they actually just go for the Sky Attack. Unfortunately for them, Sky Attack is not enough, which allows us to get to another Ice Punch. And all we have to do is just switch into the Gligar, and that is GG's. So a little bit of a mistake by my opponent right there. If they would have gone to the Shadow Ball, we still had a Gligar in the back, so it still would have been a tough situation for them to beat. So we have the Mirror Sandslasher. This is going to come down to a bait. Who can bait? Who's going to shield? We're going to go for the drill run here. We do get the shield. Here we have to consider shielding as well, but they actually go for the bait. And since we are behind now, we're just going to decide to double shield this. Next, we're going to throw another drill run because we wanted to get either the last shield or KO. And then here, we're going to try our best to try to catch a move. Do we catch? And unfortunately, no catch right there, but we are able to survive long enough to throw a Arrow Ace back at this Sableye. So luckily for us, we didn't face a Shadow Sandslash, so we were able to survive that Ice Punch, and we were actually able to get off 2 Arrow Aces, so we'll take that. So we're going to go into our Beedrill here. We're going to force out energy. Okay, it completely takes out the Beedrill, but we are allowed some farm, which lets us get to this drill run here. The drill run does KO, and here we go. This time we have the Shadow, and they are going to have to take a Shadow Ice Punch, and that is one-hit KO. So GG's to our opponent right there. It was kind of the opposite effect. We basically had the same core, except for I had Beedrill, and they had Sableye. So luckily for us, we were able to win that situation. Okay, Pelipper is kind of a neutral matchup. As you can see, it's not doing super effective fast moves, but it's able to get to these charge moves. This Weather Ball here is only about, I don't know, 40%. So we let it go through, and here we're going to have to shield because the next Weather Ball will KO. And then here we're trying our best to see if they want to double shield or they're just going to let it go. And then we're going to switch out because we figure since they're shielding, they're going to throw a move. Now this Beedrill here is going to try to get to a drill run. Unfortunately, it does not. We force out energy from this Stunfisk. The good thing is they have no shields, so we know that this Gligar can get quite a bit of farm because it is able to tank a Rock Slide pretty easily. So we're going to purposely over farm here. We're going to throw this dig. I don't think one dig KOs the Galarian Stunfisk. So either way, we're going to have to take another Rock Slide. Here, we're going to try our best. Oh, we actually farm just a little bit, and then we come back in with our Sandslash to take out this Pelipper. And now we're going to force the whatever comes in to throw energy, probably the Stunfisk, right? So the Stunfisk tries to come back in. We have to go and throw this Ice Punch. This Ice Punch does take it out. And then unfortunately for them, they have a Grass type in the back, so we are triple good against Ice types, or Grass types, so we're just going to go for 2 Aerial Aces here, back to back. GG's. This team right here, if I didn't announce it already, is still ABB, even with the change. As you can see, it's really weak to fighters in the front, but we try to win the game with 2 Flyers in the back. All right, here we go. Mirror Sandslash, Alolan Shadow Sandslash. Here, we're gonna have to decide if they're gonna be baiting or not. In this situation, we decided to shield because the Gligar in the back here just would not be able to handle this Sandslash, so we might as well shield this and play the long game. This time we do shield a correct draw run. And then we're going to throw a bait this time. We do get that, and then here we're going to try to catch a move. Because we know that they wouldn't CMP. We do catch the draw run, which is fantastic. And now we're going to force them to throw more energy. This will KO, but we know that they have no energy now. So we have a decision to make. We come back with the Sandslash, or you can farm a little bit with the Beedrill. We decide to come back in with the Sandslash, forcing them to switch out. And we're going to throw this Ice Punch here, and then we're going to try our best to take out this Medicham. But unfortunately, they get to the Psychic, and we are just going to lose. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.